Yo, what's up, guys? So this one is called Pitching, the number one way to pitch. This is the best way, I promise you. What is that way? For new writers, the way to pitch is this. You don't, okay? And this is inspired by a tweet that I saw, and I'll get to that tweet in a second. But let me go here. Let me just read the tweet, okay? So, and I'm not going to say who this is from, right? It's one of those services. It says, we helped 421 writers get signed with a party hat, right? Already, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, man. Okay? Party hat, I mean, cartoons and shit, emojis, come on, dude. Like, in a professional situation, I'm not using emojis, dude. Okay? Then it says, most of them through our capitalized career writing program. Career writing program. Why am I bumped on that? Because having a career as a writer is incredibly fucking difficult. You know? But this makes it sound kind of easy. Just go through our system and boom, there's your career. So then it has a couple of sirens. For the next 72 hours, we are giving a 50% discount, all capped, for the program's first step, comma, pitch prep, siren. Use code PPP50 at checkout to get the discount. Okay. When I see this stuff, I'm just like, this is bottom feeder shit. I'm sorry, man, but it fucking is. And I know if I do a video like this, there's gonna be some people that are like, here goes Jason again, trying to crush everybody's fucking dreams. Wet towel. That's what he always does, man. Is that what I'm really doing though? Is it? I'm just telling you what I've seen. Okay? And what I've heard from people that I know and trust that are fucking pros in the industry. And first of all, 421 writers. You help 421 writers get signed. Congratulate, like, party, man. Like, here's my thought on that. And I know this seems like a dick thing to say. This is not the time to party. When you get signed, no. That's the time to fucking grind. Because now there's a ticking clock. You gotta fucking hurry up and make something happen, or that rep is gonna drop you. That's the fucking truth, man. Celebrate that night, pop the champagne, fuck yeah, mom, guess what? All that shit for a night, and then get to work. The next fucking day, start grinding. But pitching, so to me, it's a bit conflated because it's a career writing program, right? And then they go into talking about pitching, conflating those two things together. You want a career, you need to know how to pitch. And I see that on Twitter too. I see people like, out with the pitch, this kind of shit. I'm like, how? And then I click on their thing. Are you even signed? I'm just being blunt as fuck, guys. Like, and then you click on their thing, they're not even signed. How the fuck did you even get a pitch meeting? And why would you even have that anyway? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I have not seen that. I have not seen brand new writers, you get signed and then you start pitching. I have not seen that. That's not what happened for me, and I wasn't married to a fucking agent who had hits. Don't you think she would have told me? You need to learn how to pitch right now. No, because that's not how that's not how it works. You write something. Like, what's the very first step? The very first step is you get an agent, right? Or a manager, whatever. You get representation. Are you pitching to them? No. They get your script somehow, some way. And then you set a meeting, and then you go on for that meeting. And what are they thinking? They're thinking, I'm 99% gonna sign this person. That's what this meeting's about. So they don't need you to pitch them anything right then. You will get that question, what else you got? Even if they're like, I'm signing you, I'm taking this fucking script out. They're still gonna ask you that question. And what else you got in the pipeline? So yeah, you have to answer that question. This is a meeting. And they want to be, what are they looking for? They know writers are fucking eccentric as fuck, okay? So that's not a surprise to them. You don't have to be all like, oh my God, I can't fucking, they know writers are fucking eccentric, man, okay? It's not news to them. That's what they do, is represent crazy fucking writers, all right? So don't worry about that. They just want to make sure, can this person carry a conversation? If I put them in a room, are they going to be a fucking psycho? Or are they going to be normal? That's all they're really looking for. Because they've already decided on the script, I love the writing, now let me see if they're a fucking psycho. As long as they're not a psycho, I'm happy to sign you. And the other part of that is your meeting to determine whether or not you want this person to represent you. That's your meeting. It's not their meeting. And a lot of brand new writers don't fucking understand that. Because they think, I just gotta be signed by someone, man. No. See, here's my thing with this is, and why would you offer your shit at a discount? If your shit was valuable, you wouldn't need to discount it. I'm giving you a tip here, but I know they don't want to do that because they want it to seem, they're selling to the lowest common denominator. I want to feel like I got a deal and it's 50% off. Who determined what the price of it is? They did. But I'll tell you what, man, if this was my company, nothing ever goes on sale, ever. My price is what it is, and it's probably gonna be fucking high, and nothing ever goes on sale. Because that's the value of what it is. But I would never put pitching as a very first thing you need to learn. Once you get signed, the very first thing you need to learn is how to do meetings. That's one thing they don't fucking teach you. At least, see, I don't know if that was because I was married to an agent, that they're like, you know how to do meetings. Go ahead. I don't need to tell you anything. So I only know it from my perspective, which is that they just said, you got to meet. When I very first got signed, you got a meeting this Tuesday at like 2 p.m. It's here, parking is this and that and whatever. They didn't tell me how to do a meeting. I didn't even know what to expect. Did my agent go with me? Oh, that's something that I was talking. I don't want to say what writer that I was talking to when I told them that, that your agent doesn't go with you. Your reps don't really go with you. Generally speaking, don't go with you on meetings. You're just there by yourself. And they were like, oh shit, that's something I did not know. So there's no hand holding in that scenario. So if this class was like meetings 101, then yeah, man, I think a lot of writers could benefit from this is how you do a fucking meeting. And practice it, role play it. Because you'll hear writers talk and shit, and they're just like, blah, 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 just like too many words, man. And you just buried yourself here and there and there and there, and you look stupid, and you promised them you'll do shit for free and shit, and now your agent's like, how do I get you out of this fucking mess that you created for yourself? There should be that class, I think. But as far as as far as pitching, that's not really something you do until much later. I have not seen that. Correct me if I'm wrong and you guys are pitching. See, that's the thing. Who are you pitching though? You know what I mean? Oh, I'm pitching. Who though? In the studio world? In the indie world? There's a big difference there. You know what I mean? And I've heard people say like, I can get your shit in at Netflix and this kind of shit. And it's like, I know you're, let me be blunt. I know you're a fucking nobody. So would I want them to take my material in to Netflix, for example? Fuck no, dude. I don't need my script burned to the ground because someone knows, like an assistant or something, and burn my fucking script that way. No one gets my material unless I know they're fucking a big legit player. That's it. You know. What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say. What am I forgetting here? I've never seen. I'm just gonna ramble because I'm only 11 minutes, dude. I'm good with time. I've never seen Sherry sign someone off a pitch. Never. You know, here's my story. Let me pitch it. No, it's from a read. Like normally the trajectory is somehow, some way you get your script to someone, they read it, and then they sign you, and then that's what I was gonna say. I don't want to miss this part. So, you know, in a couple videos ago, I said that there is a tastemaker that I ran an idea past, and like hear what he said. He said, and this is a guy who's easy to figure out who I'm talking about, but I don't want to name him in my shenanigans. Won Best Picture a couple times in the last 10 years, maybe 3 times. So boom, now you know who I'm talking about. I ran an idea past him, and he said, we've not had I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. I think he said, we have not had the best luck with pitches. Okay, so if you're a vetted tastemaker and you're saying, we have not had the best luck with pitches without, my silence just started playing. Let me stop this shit. One second. I'll be right back. Okay, so if I don't edit, bro. So if you have someone at that level saying, we have not had the best luck with pitches without elements attached, meaning big directors and this kind of shit, then it's not a thing that's happening. You know, like, wouldn't you think that someone who's won Best Picture multiple times over the last 10 years, couldn't they just walk something in naked? You know, if they can't do it, what makes you think that we can? No way, man. Like, so when I see this shit like pitch prep, what are we talking about? So I'm asking, who is pitching the big players, and they're not even repped? How? That's a legit question. How in the fuck are you getting those meetings? Because I've seen people claim this stuff on Twitter. You know, I'm meeting with so-and-so. So like, you know, announcement, meeting with the big studio about my pitching them. How did you get that meeting? You know, and even if you did get that meeting, why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. If you have a producer over here saying like, we don't take stuff in like that, And we're big players, man. Who do you think I should believe? Who would you believe? Someone sitting in front of a few Oscars, or someone over here just on Twitter random? You don't know who the fuck this is. You don't know if they're lying to you, whatever else. Sherry's never taken out anything like that. You know. So use code to check out. Here's the thing. I kind of feel like sometimes people, I'm gonna wrap it up pretty soon. This will be one of my shorter videos. I feel like some people do this kind of stuff and they feel like, at least I'm doing something. You know what I mean? And I would say that, man, if you can afford it and it's really no big deal, no skin off your back, then, and the only thing that could possibly be sort of negative is it's just, you know, you don't get signed or something, then fuck it, do this shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I wouldn't, here's the thing too. I know some service people and shit like this. Not well, just acquaintances. But I will never, I can't ever sort of, you know, recommend, you know, stamp of approval or whatever you want to call it, shout it out. I can't, dude. Like, even if I think that something in there might be helpful to someone, I still can't back it because it's just easier to back no one. That's a question here too. Is why not have a little course about like the very first thing that happens when you get signed is you start and your shit goes out, right? And people like it, people love it, and they want to meet with you and shit like that. Where's that course? Like, pitching is way down the fucking road, way down the road. Like, if you're a new writer, you're not gonna have to do that until basically until you get a fucking hit movie made. You know, basically. So why is this even a conversation? It just feels like let's play pretend movie, pretend industry. You know, people need help with their meetings and how to speak to people and, you know, this kind of shit. Okay, anyway, I'm done. Let me, last thing here. You said we helped 421 writers get signed. Name them. You see, I'm not saying anything that's rude. Just name who it is. Put the list out. Who are the 421 writers? And also have their name and then right next to it, who they got signed with. Because that fucking matters. And that's a lot of people to get signed. 421 people. How many working writers are there in the industry that can actually pay their fucking bills off that shit? Or let's go even further, that can fucking live the dream life off of that. It's not that many people, man. And that's part of the reason why I post shit like that, to say, like, you want to know how much those houses cost? You know, you want to live in the bird streets, this kind of shit? Do you know how much that shit costs? For insurance alone is 100, or taxes, property taxes, 100 grand a year, dude. Then you start to understand how fucking expensive it is to live like that. Staff writer, whatever, you're not living in the bird streets, dude. Not even fucking close. Okay, so I'm just being realistic. Anyway, so that's it with this one. You know, hope you guys make it and this kind of shit. I would just, my only point here is, you know, spend your time wisely. You only have so much time. I've seen, you know, I was talking to someone the other day about, you know, various people that have been on Twitter trying for 15 fucking years. and they still haven't broken in. Nothing's happened for them. 15 fucking years. I already did my writing shit. Came in and left over those 15 years, and I've already seen so fucking much, And when I say that, I think some people don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about, because I say, at this point, I don't really give a shit if my shit gets made. I will still put some of it out there, and that's why I'm sitting on like 4 fucking new scripts, because I don't need to go burn my shit right now, because you get one chance at this. It's not like this like service shit where you can send your script, send it back in 1,200 fucking times. You get one shot. If they say no, you're fucking dead. So know it's fucking ready when you send it in to the real fucking people. I think there's a lot of confusion. That's one of the main things that I cannot fucking stand about these services, is they don't prepare new writers to step into fucking Hollywood where it's brutal as fuck, and they don't fucking know that. Because where's that fucking class that is telling you, man, when you send your shit into someone in Hollywood, that's it. If there's one word they don't like sideways, it's like this: fuck your script, and I'm done with that. And you're like, but what if I make some change? No. Let me say, here's my last thing I'm gonna say. I've taken my shit to friends of mine who are producers, right? Friends. And they passed. Would they be willing to read the script a second time after I fix it? No. That's the reality of Hollywood, man. Okay? So, best of luck out there. Prepare yourself. And I would say, however bad you think Hollywood is, it's 100 times worse than that. If you set yourself up like that, your mind, how to deal with it, if you know that going in, you're gonna have a much easier time. You just will, I promise you. Okay, best of luck out there. Good luck, guys. Peace.